You know what, summer movies 2016, you burned me way too many times this summer, and now I'm going the hipster independent route. That's right. So go. Hey everybody, welcome back to Drinks and a Movie. Chris Hamker back with you, and today we'll be talking about Hell or High Water. But today let's start with a drink. We're making a drink called El Diablo. It's like an old Western take on a drink, and I thought it would be appropriate for this movie, which is a modern Western. Anyway, the El Diablo is 1.5 measures of tequila. So let's start with that, all poured into a shaker. So we'll do the 1.5. 1.5 of tequila, a half measure of crème de cassis, and a half measure of lime juice. Lime juice. All shaken into a shaker over ice. Poured into a glass with ice, and then topped off with ginger beer or ginger ale, depending on how strong you want your ginger ale. Ginger beer is a lot more flavor, a lot more punch to it. I'm choosing just regular old ginger ale because ginger kind of scares me a little bit. Topped off with ginger ale. So here we go, the El Diablo, and here's to Hell and High Water, everybody. Alright, so today we'll be talking about Hell or High Water, directed by David Mackenzie and written by Taylor Sheridan, and stars Chris Pine, Ben Foster, and Jeff Bridges. So this movie centers on the two brothers, Chris Pine and Ben Foster, who have found themselves under no choice but to rob banks because of the financial situation that they and their family have found themselves in. And Jeff Bridges plays the haggard old Texas Ranger out to get them. Now, I didn't have any expectations going into this movie, but I have to say I loved it. It is this decade's No Country for Old Men. And I thought No Country for Old Men was an amazing movie. The Coen Brothers movie out in, I think, 2006 or 7. This movie is wonderful. So this movie, just like No Country for Old Men, focuses on a handful of characters. It allows the movie to develop the characters and make them whole and complete people. The other thing this movie does really well is show small town Texas and expertly, and the struggles that they're going through right now, economic and otherwise. The director shows transition shots of businesses going out of sale, debt consolidation, billboards, and stuff like that to really show that things aren't the greatest in small town Texas right now, and this is kind of what the movie focuses on. The movie also has a positive take on gun control and the good guy with a gun can stop a bad guy with a gun mentality. Now, I'm not a gun person, I never have been, but it does show a very positive take on this, and I was very impressed with the way that they played that up. The other thing the movie does is extremely well use of day players. Now, what I mean by this is these actors that come in for a day or two and film scenes with the main actors that are really good and really compelling. There's a scene where Jeff Bridges' Texas Ranger interviews a bunch of diner customers, and it seems like these guys have been sitting in that diner just waiting for somebody to come and film a movie about. They seem very real and very authentic. And those kind of scenes I love because it doesn't just focus on the main actors or these very famous characters. It focuses on these like lead actors like Jeff Bridges interacting with these guys, and it's really wonderful that way. The performances are great as well. Chris Pine stepped out of his Captain Kirk persona. He's a quiet, introspective character that had a lot going on behind his eyes. The other actor that stood out, as always, is Ben Foster, and I think one of the most underrated actors working today. Ben Foster is always different in everything he does, and in this, he's kind of the loose cannon character, but he's so good. There's so much going on, besides just his crazy persona, that made the movie really compelling, and I just loved watching him. Last thing is Jeff Bridges. Jeff Bridges puts in a performance kind of similar to his Western take on Rooster Cogburn from True Grit, but is less cartoony, if you can imagine. So to sum up, I really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was great, and you know what? Out of this summer of really disappointing movie after movie after movie, the summer hasn't been great. I mean, there's been maybe 2 or 3 movies that I've seen that I've really gotten behind and really enjoyed, but otherwise it's been kind of a meh kind of summer, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to say about it, but if you want to watch a really good movie that has great characters, a great story, and some actually decent action in it, check out Hell or High Water. I give it 4.5 drinks out of 5. So, cheers. This drink is great. Cheers to you, everybody. This movie really surprised me. So, in the comments below, let me know of a movie that really surprised you and you really enjoyed. Otherwise, share, subscribe, like, do all those things. Subscribe button down at the bottom. Check me out. Thanks everybody. Have a drink on me. Cheers.